We're bringing him in, the Hall of Famer, John Randle.
Let's go
to New Orleans. Let's go to New Orleans. Let's go to New Orleans.
Yeah.
That is the best entertainment you're going to get all week in New Orleans, other than all the other great music that exists here.
And it's a perfect way to bring John in because you were an absolute killer, one of the most terrifying people in the history of the NFL, 137.5 sacks, tied with Richard Dent, 10th all time, and you're the nicest guy ever. How does this happen?
Because my wife told me I'm not that guy anymore. I'm a different person. I got a speech. I am not that person anymore. I have changed. I have moved on. My life is complete. I'm a better person now.
That's an amazing life right there. Congratulations.
I have to say, though, because I grew up in the 90s, so, my memories of you playing are me just being terrified of you. Yeah. Especially being in Chicago with what you would do against the Bears.
Yeah,
and now you're sitting here next to me, and I don't know to be terrified or just sing with you.
I was a different guy, and when I played football, I wanted to destroy my opponents, and I wanted to take your soul. So on the football field, I had to transform into that person. And then after the game, man, I had to take the coldest shower to just cool off and just go back to being who I am today. Decompressed and to change. Because to me, I'm not saying like acting, but I had to be a different person. I had to be like big, badass Dan Hampton. I wanted to be destructive. But I was too small, so I couldn't be Dan Hampton. And I wasn't chubby as the fridge. So, and I think I was smoother than Richard Dent. So I'm like, I'll just be me. And so, different person, but I tried to do as much as I could for my team.
I'm going to play amateur psychologist here, just trying to figure out how you got to be able to do that point. Because you came up, the story's well out there. You weren't a rich kid coming up, and you went to small college. You weren't drafted, the whole thing. So I'm wondering if this fire was building in you that you at least you could unleash when you needed it.
It was a fire that when they were telling me that I couldn't play in the National Football League, that I didn't belong. And when you're a kid from a small town, you just want a chance. And so Minnesota gave me a chance, and all of a sudden I got out there, and I'm like, I was with Chris Doman. I remember he was like, you got to be a small guy. You got to be calm. You got to make sure your uniform fit perfectly. You got to do this and that. And I said, no, that's not me. I am not from Pittsburgh. I'm a guy who's coming out here like the old road warrior, be destructive, destroy, take over, take people's soul, take their helmets after the game, which I still have a bunch of guys' helmets that probably looking for their helmets today. But
I'm curious, why did they say you didn't belong?
Because at the time I was 6'1", I was about 240. And when I got to the Vikings, they said I had to be 250. And they gave me like a week to do it, or 2 weeks. So I went and bought a chain, added some weight, got on the team. Then I was on special teams, and Chris Doman told me I wasn't going to play. And but in practice, I showed off. I was always 110%, and I just pushed myself. I was like a construction worker, and I'm like, man, whoever they put me up against, I had to go against a guy named Randle McDaniel. And he kicked my butt, and so I just had to be a different guy. I had to get angry, and I wasn't because I was too nice.
You just glossed over that, but is that true that you were 244 you had to weigh in? You put a chain in your pants?
Yeah, I put an X around my waist. Yeah.
See, I would have just went to Taco Bell for a week.
Dude, no, it wouldn't. I tried everything, man. I tried peanut butter. I tried all type of stuff, but I was down in Texas and it was hot, and every time I worked out, man, I was losing more weight. And so coming back, I remember my roommate named William Kursky. He and I went to his hardware store, and we got a chain, came back with a little padlock, and I had my sweatpants. It was like something for a Rocky fight. I'm sitting there, I'm sweating because they're getting ready to tell me, come weigh in. I'm like, all right, it's my turn. It's my turn to get on the scale. I hop up, get on the scale, walk up there. He goes, 252. Whoa, yeah. And the guy, the strength coach or weight coach was like, I don't know where the hell you hiding it at. Yeah. But God darn it, you 252. Write it on down.
That's all. I'm curious. So what do you remember about playing the Bears back when you were on the Vikings? I mean, you guys were both. I think both stadiums had that hard AstroTurf carpet. Man, I
remember you guys had a tackle. Was just like he always kind of stuck his foot in the ground, twisted around. I think he's number like 176, but it was his offensive tackle. You had him. You had a mean-ass center.
Big Cat?
No, Big Cat was a part of it, too. Big Cat was – we didn't call him Big Cat. We called him Bear because, man, he looked like a bear. But
are you thinking of Jimbo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimbo Covert?
Yeah. Now Jimbo, who's in the hall now. Yeah. But Big Cat, I think probably most was I think about even my rookie year, it was it quarterback Kramer or something?
Yeah, Eric Kramer.
Yeah, Eric Kramer, who was always getting up and trying to tell us, don't quit hitting him so hard. And I just kept looking away from him. I can't talk to you. Yeah. They told me I can't talk to you. But
I think Eric Kramer might be around here right now, actually.
Really?
So he might, I don't know, he might be, if he sees you, he might run away still.
That's even better.
Still the Bears single-season record holder. Good old Eric Kramer for yardage.
You go ahead.
Now, I tell you what, a funny story I remember about you guys was Harbaugh's a quarterback, and something happened on the sideline. We were trying to talk to Mike Ditka, so we over by the sideline. He looks at us and he just says something just really just explicit to her. And I go back to the sideline, and I think Dennis Green goes, "Did he say something to you?" "Yeah, he sure did, Coach. He just said, F you." That's what he said, Coach. That's about it.
That's great. I mean, so you bring up, Jimbo Covert getting in the Hall of Fame, but I'm curious, as a D tackle, Steve Mongo McMichael finally gets into the Hall. And I'm just curious your thoughts on that, because I know it meant a lot to him and his family for him to get in while he's still with us.
It was, for me, a treat to see Steve get in, or Mongo as we called him, because he's from Texas. I went to school down in South Texas near where Mongo grew up. And so all we used to hear was stories about him. So I got the pleasure talking to Mongo after a game, before a game, and then I got the pleasure of talking to him during the WWF era, sitting and talking to him and talking about Texas, and me looking at his hair the whole time like, man, that ponytail is just beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing. But no, for him to get in, I think him being a Texas guy, which is most Texas guys, you grew up playing Friday night football, so you just love playing football. But I think being a Texas guy, playing on Friday night, but then to get that call to be in Pro Football Hall of Fame, man, it's quite an honor. And there are not too many Texans can say that. And to have him do it, not just go in as a Bear, but going in as a Texas football player, hats off to him.
And defensive tackles, too,
right?
I mean, how many defensive tackles get in? So it's one of those things where that's a fraternity within the fraternity of the Hall of Fame.
It is. And for him, for a Texas guy, though, because most people don't even look at him being a Texas guy. So most people don't even think about what, because he's from down South Texas. But it's just most people. I didn't know he was from Texas in the beginning. So for him to get in, especially for the man who always pulled up his pants every damn play, it's quite an honor, though, man.
He really had him hyped up. Hey, John, we could talk to you for an hour, but you're moving along here. But I do want to mention who you're working with today. Apparently, you're playing golf.
Yes.
It's the James Hardy #1 brand in siding North America, and you're teeing it up for him.
Yes, I am. It's James Hardy's Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational. I think it's going to be 26 Pro Football Hall of Famers playing in this event. And James Hardy is #1 siding in North America. But most of all, they have a thing where it's called Birdies for Bill, which each birdie that's made, they would donate $100 up to $100,000. But most of all, you're going to see Hall of Famers out there who think they still got it trying to play some damn golf. But little do they realize that John Randle here plays about 4 to 5 days a week. And I watch the Golf Channel. I'm a golf nut.
He just lit up over here.
You a golfer?
Me and Hogue
and I have the Golf Channel on pretty much every day, too.
So anytime you want to play around, I'll be happy to show you what's up.
Oh, hey, I love to. Hey, I'm on a couple states away. Let me know.
Let's go.
But you got to understand, I do have a lot of purpleness on my golf bag because I got to represent.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
As I've said, nobody's perfect.
Nah, but hey, we love the game. We get out there, we smoke some cigars.
I'm a cigar guy.
Hey,
I got him in my bag.
I got him in the hotel room.
Did we just become best friends?
Yes, we have, baby. Yeah.
All right,
That's
on that
awesome.
note.
We're going to New Orleans. Hope to see you there.
John Randle, the best.
Let's go.